Hey, let's talk about Miles Sanders real quick. Miles Sanders is quietly becoming the Eagles' knockout punch at the end of games. That's a good place to be. Eagles are still a run-heavy offense, and they are feeding him 16 to 20 times a game. And right now, he is averaging 5 yards per carry. Now, the goal is to get 4, so him being at 5 is definitely a bonus. Right now, he's ranked 18th in the league in rushing. That's a list that has 5 quarterbacks in the top 10. Right now, Philly is rushing the ball. We're averaging about 34.5 rush attempts per game. Miles is getting just a little over 16. Jalen is getting 11 rushing attempts a game on and out. Last couple of weeks, Jalen's been doing a good job of just staying in the pocket and delivering the ball. I know he got sacked a couple times against the Texans, and he didn't really rush much. I believe he had 4 or 5 rushes. And let's not forget, going throughout the year, scrambling smartly. So he's not doing as many RPOs, but he is definitely getting himself out of trouble and moving the chains. So Jalen Hurts, he's getting just above 11 rushes a game, and the Eagles would be number 1 in the league in rush attempts if not for Justin Fields' game last week against Miami. That put Chicago as number 1 because of that game. He rushed for like 100. He broke records, 178 yards or something like that for a quarterback. He broke Michael Vick's record. If it's not for that, the Eagles are still number 1 in running the ball. But if you're in the top 5, you're doing what you're supposed to do, moving the chains and putting the pressure on the defense. Miles Sanders has definitely been a smart runner this year. He's been known in the past to be a jump cut type of runner, and that's his style. You're not going to change that. He's been running a lot smarter than he has in the past. So he's still that jump cut kind of guy, but he's been doing that from tackle to tackle. You can look at a couple of his touchdowns, and he's making people miss from tackle to tackle on the inside, which is what we need. He's not trying to live and die getting across that edge. He's running a lot more intelligently and picking his spots and just little slight and subtle moves on the inside that can make people miss and allowing him to get those extra yards and those touchdowns. He got 6 touchdowns for the year. And as long as they continue to feed him 16 to 20 times a game, I don't think he'll have any problems eclipsing that 1,000-yard mark this year. And he should definitely be over. I'm putting him at 10 to 12 touchdowns this year, the way things are going. So if he can stay healthy and keep doing what he's doing, we got another 1,000-yard rusher on our hands. And that's a good place to be. Go Birds.